Hi, everyone, and welcome to Manny's Story Time. On this channel, I talk about growing up in Richmond, California. I don't know if anybody knows about Richmond, California, but it was not it was more like the ghetto, it was not the burbs. And I had a lot of funny stories growing up, some of the shit we did and hanging out with the homies. And when I was a little kid, I was in like third grade, however old you are in third grade. And I was a little short, fat kid, and everybody used to pick on me and beat me up, shit, all the time. I fucking hated it, but I couldn't do anything about it. So Davis Park, which was actually in San Pablo, they had a little free karate class thing you could take. And me and my friends, man, we saw those Bruce Lee movies. Oh, we're gonna go down. I want to learn some karate. So we go down there, and we went like three times. It was like twice a week. We're on week two. You know what I mean? And where I lived, on the street I grew up on, it's actually Pullman Street in San Pablo. All my great grandmother lived on there. But anyway, my best friend lived on there. And there was some kid, and I don't even remember what his fucking name was. He was an asshole, but he was like a foot taller than me. He had to be 3 or 4 years older than me, and he just hated me. And every time, like, I'd go to the store to get Snicker bar or something, and I'd see him, I'd start running because he'd chase me down, he'd push me on the ground and slap me around, hit me in the stuff. He just did it all the time. He was just a dick. So one day, me and my friends, we lived on a dead-end street. Pullman's a dead-end street. And we were all hanging out at the corners. I was hanging out with my buddy Jose and his brother Antonio, and my friend Marco and his little brother Ramon. We were all like, hanging out there. We were just little kids. And it was when the street lights started coming on. Everybody knew it was time to go home. And this was in the winter. And I'm standing there, and my buddies that lived by me, they walked home, but I was still talking to my other friends who lived in the other direction. And then they left, and I turned around, that fucking kid's there, man. He snuck up on me, and he was going to pick on me. I was like, fuck, I can't run. He was too close. And right then, my dad was coming home from work. And I thought, oh, good, my dad's here. He's gonna stand up for me. No, my dad gets out. He goes, what's going on? And I go, well, he's picking on me. You know what I mean? And my dad goes, then you're going to fight him. And I'm like, I don't want to fight him because the fucking kid was big, dude. And he goes, you've been taking karate. Yeah, Dad. I had 3 karate classes. All I knew how to do was stand in horse stance and go like this. Fucking Dad, man. But he was like, no, you got to face your bullet. And the kid's just like, yeah. He couldn't wait to beat my ass. So I didn't know what to do. So I got in my horse stance and I went like this. He slapped my hands aside and beat the fuck out of me. And I'm getting my ass kicked. I'm on the ground. I'm going like this. And finally, I was like, all right. He pulls him off of me. And I'm thinking I'm going to get a little sympathy from my dad. Nah, I don't get any sympathy. I got in the car with him. We drove the block to the end of the block home, and he's like, I kind of understand this. You take a karate, you're getting your ass kicked. I'm like, yeah, I've taken karate 3 times, and this kid's a foot taller than me, and he beats me up all the time. What do? My dad, you let him beat me up some more. Anyway, man, that's kind of how it was in Richmond. That's the way my dad raised me, man. He was get my ass whooped a whole bunch of times. Anyway, that's that story. I thought it was kind of funny. I'll never forget it. Get my little horse stance. I didn't do shit, dude. That karate didn't work. Fuck. I ended up boxing, and kickboxing works really well. If you got a kid that's getting bullied, put him in a boxing gym or kickboxing or an MMA gym where he can learn everything, and then you won't have to worry about it. That's what I did with my son. He ended up being a fighter. Nobody picks on him anymore. Anyway, everybody have a great day.